Okay, Dan the Weekend Smoker back for another episode, and today what we're going to be doing is we are not going to do another Me Too beef jerky video. What we're going to do is we're going to do a beef jerky, I want to call it a runoff. So we're going to go through all the stages, and you know, the final event will be a comparison. And you know, for the audience here, what I've done is brought in at great expense the Ultra Canadian, who also happens to be a Michelin star beef jerky expert. I'll be doing a homemade version, and then I'm going to be doing a you know, sort of one of the two store-bought versions that I've brought, and then we're going to compare it against a store-bought pre-made version, and the Ultimate Canadian will make the selection as to, you know, what is the best beef jerky. So for a good beef jerky, you got to make sure that you get all the fat off. You know, you may not be able to get it all off, but certainly you want to get a lot of the fat off, most of the fat off, just so that so that you get a good beef jerky. Okay, so let's get going at this, and I'm going to be pretty aggressive at getting the fat off of this.
Oh, the bugs.
Oh, the bugs are beautiful. Yeah, I think the bugs will really enjoy the beef jerky.
I think you have like
600
buzzing around your head.
Thank you. We're starting to look pretty good here, so we'll just get these last little bits off. I really do like to get it trimmed down as much as possible. What I'm going to do here is, before I go and cut it up into the beef jerky slices, I'm going to divide the thing into two. I guess if you're doing jerky all the time, you can buy a jerky slicer. I think I did there. I think I did not too bad. Maybe not quite equal pieces, but close enough. Okay, so we're going to take these. We're going to sort of set them aside in the freezer for 40-45 minutes, like I said. And then we'll go on to the next stage, which is, you know, cutting them up into jerky size pieces.
Is this part of the marinade, Dad?
No, I think that's one of the critters. Okay, so now we're going to slice this up. I've had it in the freezer now for about 45 minutes or so, just to sort of firm it up. Okay, so I'm going to do my best to cut it up into 1/8-inch sort of thick pieces. First piece is always going to be a little, you know, because you're trying to get it squared up. But and the secret here, quite frankly, is to have a nice sharp knife and then get it all cut up. Okay, so now we're on to the next part of the jerky mission here, and we're going to mix up the Weekend Smoker version of a jerky mixture, and then we're also going to try the High Mountain seasoning. In my description, I'm going to leave the ingredients for the Weekend Smoker blend, and away we go. Down, Chester. Okay, so I pre-measured all the ingredients for the Weekend Smoker blend. The only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grind up the pepper. Apparently, what am I?
Big pepper guy.
I'm a big pepper guy, right? So we're going to grind up the pepper here. Smoked paprika, garlic powder and onion powder, unseasoned meat tenderizer, and we've got the chili peppers. Additionally, we have some Worcestershire sauce, 1 cup of soy sauce. I want to say about 3/4 of a cup of the maple syrup. This is Canada after all. Not really necessary to do this. I like to do this. Give it a little bit of a whisk. Okay, so nicely whisked up. I'm just going to pour this into the Okay, so the contender to the Weekend Smoker blend is this product called High Mountain Seasonings. This is the pepper blend. I think this was a Christmas present. Thank you, kids. And they give you this handy dandy little sprinkling jar as part of the kit. Handy dandy. And so I'm going to put the seasoning and the cure, not the band, but the jerky cure. That was really bad, wasn't it?
It wasn't great.
Yeah, it wasn't great. Okay. Well, you know, unlike the weekend smoker blend, you know, these guys recommend that you sort of spread it out on a tray. Okay, so there we go. We got it all spread out. What they recommend is that you sprinkle half of it on this side and then flip it over, sprinkle the other half. Not done this before, but we're going to give it a try. Make sure that it all gets sort of spread around and evenly distributed. What's the beverage of choice when you're making beef jerky?
Probably beer.
What are you drinking?
White wine.
No, what type of white wine? Type of white wine?
I don't know, Mom gave it to me.
I'm going to call it out. It's a Pinot Grigio. It's completely not in keeping with making beef jerky. I'm going to sit now for sort of 15, 18 hours, and then we'll be putting it on the smoker. And there you go. Okay, so the beef jerky has marinated probably about 20, 21 hours, so, you know, that's enough. So before we get sort of spreading the jerky onto the smoking trays or smoking grills, I'm going to get the Traeger, you know, all fired up. So I like to do mine at 180. This way it can preheat while we get the jerky all spread out on the grates. Okay, so I have set up here my jerky grates. What I'm going to do, it's sort of a 3-stack system that I have with the catch tray underneath. And sort of to be fair on the challenge, I'm going to do sort of half this stuff here. And as you can recall, it's the High Mountain seasoning. And then I'm going to do the other half weekend smoker blend. Just going to dab these last guys, the excess liquid off. Okay, so we're now ready to put the jerky and the grate stack onto the Traeger. This is a critical part. You don't want to trip over a dog or anything. Just going to put that in there. Nice, look pretty good. Okay, so it's been on now for about 2 hours, and that means it's time to sort of pull it off and flip it, assess what it looks like, and then decide how much longer we want it to, to smoke for. I've now got my very masculine oven gloves on, and we're gonna pull this off just so that we can do some flipping of it. What's this stuff looking? Oh, it's looking pretty good. Okay, got to sample this stuff. Pretty darn good. So we put it on for another 45 minutes. We're going to open this up and we're going to see what it looks like right now. I think we're going to be looking good. Look at that bad boy. That looks pretty good. Look at that. Chester, you want to come take a little look? What do you think of that? That's looking pretty good. We're going to now put it in the containers. And this is in anticipation of Brad, my Michelin star rated jerky taste tester. There you go. What do you think? It's pretty good.
Which one is this?
This is the one from Wyoming. Well, Brad, thanks for coming over.
No problem, Dan.
You know, as I promised you guys, I have brought in, at great expense, my Michelin star rated beef jerky tester. Brad has been at this for, I want to say, decades. We've got the 3 different jerkies out. Okay, there's the weekend smoker blend. There is the store-bought rub. And there is a pre-packaged one. And what we're going to do is we're going to have Brad, given his Michelin star status, do all the taste testing for us. Now, to cleanse the palate.
I love this job.
My palate cleansing. Okay. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers. Let's cleanse the palate.
Mm-hmm. Feels cleansed, right?
Maybe one more cleanse.
Okay.
I'm just going to start, and I'm going to go from right to left here. Now, Chester hasn't been up here licking these.
No, he has no. Chester has not been licking me. I'm going to try one of these guys too.
It's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's not too chewy.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes some beef jerky, you chew and chew and chew and chew before you get through it.
Yeah.
This isn't too bad.
Okay. And time to cleanse the palate.
Time to cleanse.
Get to it before Chester does.
Yeah. Tasty.
I cut these all out of the same piece of meat. So, you know, so that way we wouldn't have a bias because I happen to pick one cut of meat that might have been a little more
Yep.
tender
Mhm.
than the last one, right?
I really like the flavor.
Like that one?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You should see the bugs around you guys.
Mhm.
It's just Brad.
I think I like the flavor of that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Over that one.
Mm-hmm.
This is good.
Yeah,
The flavor of this one is
better.
elevated.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Are you ready to cleanse the palate?
I'm ready to cleanse the palate.
Down, Chester.
What could be better than beef jerky and beer? On to the final one.
Cheers.
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 Right on. Although good, it's not as good as the middle one, I'd say. Well, all of these are good in their own right. My selection, based on texture and flavor, I've not been persuaded in any way, shape, or form by Chester. I would say the middle one has my
That got your vote?
That's got my vote. Second place would go here. Now, keep in mind, all of these are good. There's just a little bit varying levels between them. And definitely, like I say, 1, 2, 3.
If you need to do a little palate cleansing,
I think a palate cleansing.
Palate
before the
cleansing.
reveal.
Palate
Yes,
cleansing.
Yes, absolutely. We like the palate cleanse around here a lot.
coming in at third place is
Yeah.
Jack Link.
And I do like those guys. When you're driving down the road and you
Oh,
need
yeah.
a quick snack, you
Yeah.
pull into the gas station,
Yeah.
you go in, you fill up your car, you need to put a little bit of some fill in your stomach as well.
Yeah. No,
These are,
it's solid.
it's solid.
It's
Yeah.
solid. Second place, we got the store-bought jerky blend. Now in the middle box, we have the Weekend
The
Smoker
Weekend Smoker.
blend.
I have not
The
been
Weekend-
influenced in any way, shape, or
The
form.
Weekend Smoker
The
blend.
Weekend Smoker blend
Okay.
takes the cake.
So if you liked it the best, you finish the last piece.
I can finish the last
You
piece.
finish
Oh,
the last piece. Okay.
Better do a little quick cleanse.
Little cleanse. Guys, I want to thank you for coming out watching the video. I do really want to thank Brad, the Ultimate Canadian, for making his way over here and leveraging his Michelin star status to do the assessment here on all the beef jerky. You know, thank you all for watching. Hope to see you next time. If you like this, click the like. Would love you to subscribe. We'll see you next time. Take care.
God, Brad's good looking.
No, he's a good looking, he's a good looking fella, isn't he?
Oh man.